Good morning, student. Hope that you all are healthy and safe at home. Student, for second term UT syllabus is chapter number 4 matter. So in chemistry you have to prepare chapter number 4 matter for second term unit test. Now we will start the chapter matter. First of all, we will discuss what is matter, how it is differentiated, the properties of matter and types of matter. So first of all, we should know what is matter. Anything which occupies space and has mass is called the matter. So what is matter? You have to learn the definition. Anything which occupies space and has mass. Now matter is of two types, naturally occurring material and the man-made material. So from name itself it is clear that naturally occurring material means which is found in nature and created by the nature, such as trees, rivers. These all are the example of natural occurring material. And man-made means made by the man. For example, chair, table, book, these are created by the man. So these are the man-made material. All materials are made up of matter. Small, big, tiny, all the materials are made up of matter only. So what are the properties of matter? Student, first of all, we know that anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. But sometimes we confuse with the mass and the weight. Mass and weight are the two different things. They are different from each other. So what is mass? It is a quality of matter in object. For example, mass of an object remains same regardless of where the object is. For example, in your book also one example is given. I am also going to state one example. For example, your mass remains same on the moon or another planet as it is on the earth. Means your mass remains same as it is in the earth or wherever you go in the universe. But when we talk about the weight, so weight, it is a measure of the earth's pull of gravity. What is earth pull of gravity? Means gravitational force. Earth usually attract or have the gravitational force, means it attract everything towards it, so that if we will throw something, it will fall on the ground due to the gravitational force of the earth. Now the example of the weight. Your weight increases 2.5 times more on Jupiter than on Earth. Means weight increases as we change the place. For example, someone's weight is 1 kg in Earth. When it goes to the Jupiter, its weight increases from 2.5 times more, means 2.5 kg. So now you can differentiate between the mass and the weight. Both are the different terms. Mass remains same wherever we will go regardless to the place, but weight can change from one place to another. Means from moon to Jupiter or another planet, it can change. Whatever you have on earth, it can changes from one place to another. Now we can see there are different types of things made up of different things. Chair made up of wood, table wood, bucket plastic, pen plastic. Some materials such as fruits, vegetable we can use as they occur in the nature. But some of the things need the processing. For example, if we want sugar, we have to process it from the sugar cane. Same as in iron or the firewood. We cannot use them without their processing. Now you can know what is matter, how matter is changing, and properties of matter we have started. First one is the mass. Mass is remains same wherever we will go, and mass is the quantity of matter in an object. Wherever weight is a measure of earth pull of gravity or the gravitational force, and weight can changes from planet to planet, or we move to moon, our weight can be changed. So here is the difference between mass and the weight. Mass is measure of the quantity of matter, but weight is the force with which the earth attract a body. Second, beam balance is used to measure mass, but spring balance is used to measure weight. Beta, you can find from the net also what is beam balance and the spring balance. The SI unit of mass is kilogram or the kg, but SI unit of weight is Newton. Mass is always constant, means it remains same, but weight of the body changes from place to place. So, second property of the matter is volume. We have already studied about volume in maths also. The space occupied by an object is called the volume. If we want to find out the volume of someone, we should know its length, breadth and height. When we multiply length, breadth and height, we will get the volume of that particular thing. So two properties of matter is mass and second one is the volume. Now we will discuss about the states of the matter. So what are the states of matter? Beta, you have already studied in junior class. There are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. But scientists have found out 5 states of matter, that is solid, liquid, gas, plasma means genetic form and the Bose-Einstein condensate. Now basically we will learn about the 3 states of matter. One is solid, liquid and gas. In your previous classes also you have studied about the molecules. In solid, molecules are very tightly packed, but in liquid it is less tightly packed as compared to the solid, and in gas they are very loosely packed inside the molecules are very loosely packed. Now student, the characteristics of solid, liquid, gas are given in your book, but I have made one flow chart so can you easily understand the characteristics of solid, liquid and gas. First of all, we will discuss about the rigidity, then compressibility means can we compress them, then volume, their shape, fluidity means they can flow or not, and the example. So solids are highly rigid because they are very tightly packed. Liquids are less rigid as compared to the solid, and gas is the least rigid because its molecules are very loosely packed. You can see solid cannot be solids are very highly rigid because its molecules are very tightly packed. Liquids are less rigid as compared to the solid, and gases are least rigid because their molecules are already scattered far away from each other. Then the compressibility. Solids are incompressible because they are very tightly packed, so they cannot be compressed. Liquid can be compressed, and gas are very highly compressible because their molecules are very far away, so we can compress it easily. Then volume. Solid have the definite volume. If we will see the example of rubber band, rubber, tires, stones, they have the particular shape. Then liquid. The liquid have a definite shape, but it take the volume that it take can be changes from definite volume is there, but when we keep in the different containers, it can change. Gases do not have a fixed volume. Now come to the shape. The solid have their definite shape or own shape. Liquid take the shape of the container in which we keep them. For example, if we keep water in glass, it take the shape of the glass. If we keep the water in the beaker, it take the shape of the beaker. So it can changes its shape according to the container. Then gas, they take the shape of the container. Fluidity means flow. Solid do not flow because they are very tightly packed. Liquid can flow easily, and gases are the maximum fluidity because they are already very loosely packed. Then example, wood, brick, stone of solid. Liquid example, milk, oil, water. Then gas can be carbon dioxide, oxygen and nitrogen. So these are the basic characteristics between solid, liquid and gas.